manipulation.
Okay, I think that's the most we can take from that particular newspapers. Let's look at the Daily Independent newspapers.
On a daily independent newspaper, it's a screaming headline. Edo Guba poll results were manipulated, says Yaga Africa. With a rider, PDP heads to court, says nation's democracy under threat. We lost to power of money bags buying votes, says Akbata. We will use Edo templates in Ondo and Anambra, says Ganduje. Peter Obi describes outcome of Edo poll as state capture.
And just above the marks, Ondo, not Edo. We will protect our votes, says PDP candidates. This is interesting.
Kogi Assembly 6 immediate sack of EFCC chair Olukoyede.
FEC OK's committee to reassess Alu Dam. Others across Nigeria with the rider establishing disaster relief fund.
Nigeria demands permanent security council seats for Africa.
Acting CJN warns heads of courts on conflicting rulings. Ex-party orders.
Construction of $3.5 billion Bakassi seaports to begin soon, says ICRC.
Flood-prone areas. Federal government ask Benue, Adamawa, Taraba, others to relocate residents.
Well, we have heard that over and over again. I don't know how far that this evacuation has happened, but we understand that Cameroon has released its water. It's a yearly occurrence. So if you're in that area, if you have friends and family who are on those areas, it's about time to call them up to evacuate. All right.
We have Chris Madoka right here in the studio. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Belinda.
It's a beautiful Tuesday. How are you this morning?
I think so. I'm fine.
Okay,
You
so
are looking
which of
glamorous,
those news, headlines got you interesting this morning?
It's one that agitated my mind. You see that one that is the Edo PDP APC head for court. It's a normal thing. I have said that Nigerian politicians, INEC, and the Nigerian system has a way of shifting their duties and resting on the court. And the courts and the personalities and all the big actors in the courts exploit it to their own good.
Right. I
Because
mean,
they're on their own. Instead of you organize election and declare a winner, you say court. Even when people are obviously doing what is wrong, they say go to court if you care. And the same court, the same system controls. But the Nigerian judiciary system have nothing to let the Nigerians know that they are independent and they can take their own decisions. So the same manipulation goes on and on and on and on and on. And that's why Nigerian politicians will do wrong thing and boldly look at their face and say, go to court. And we have been going to court since Nigerian politicians started this dance of shame. What has come out of it? Almost all the people you expect that will even hold their congratulating message to further notice have congratulated the two politicians. I mean, whoever they have declared is the winner. Then that will tell you the confidence they have in what they have done. Because if they have this kind of doubt we have, that system was flawed with so many errors, then people will withhold their, let's leave the party people, they've lost their conscience, they're doing that. There's a viral video where the president of Nigeria, who is the leader, national leader of APC, was asking the Edo people. And I quote, he said, "Do you want Edo back?" They said yes. And he said, "I will help you get Edo back.
Yeah.
We will work with you." In public glare. Now, what it means, and that has given the people that confidence. They are already threatening Ondo. They've come boldly to tell Ondo, we will repeat the feat. Whatever we did in Edo, we'll do it again in Ondo. And people are saying that what they did in Edo is beyond magic. It baffles everybody. And if that is the pattern of winning an election in Nigeria, they are only saying we legitimatize all the hanky-panky that go with election. I know no election has passed what they call the test. They say whatever test.
Integrity test.
Integrity test.
Yaga Africa actually put the election to test, and they said that the results were manipulated. And if you even look at the results that is on IREV, that's INEC's IREV. The results from INEC IREV are actually results from the polling units. So it's shocking that the winner of that election on IREF is different from what INEC actually announced.
And that's what they want to repeat everywhere.
I am in awe, like this is happening. How come INEC is not looking at reviewing the result? Because there's always a period when after an election announcement is made, you have like 7 days to review that election and then come up with whether the election stands or the change. Because I don't understand how results on IREV, INEC's IREV will be showing a different result and somebody else announce a different result. How is that even possible?
This is in Nigeria. This is the INEC we know about. When they made up their mind what they want to do, what's the original idea of having IREV and Beaver? It's just for you to, when it on print, it reads. And people are seeing it real time from every location in the world. So you don't even need anybody to come and declare results, because the result declares itself.
True.
In any nation, in any decent society where things are done, you don't need to bother. There's no need to spend this kind of money killing people. You don't print, it shows. And at the end of the election, they only put the figures together with a simple mathematics. Even the fact the IRF times does, they put Excel program there. It does all the calculation and comes out. You don't need to add or remove. This is the same nation. You have bothered to go to INEC site to consult the IRF. Now I'm saying I don't bother. I've not been there, and I've lost confidence, and I will not go. So they go ahead. But what you're telling me now is part of why the whole world is standing with mouth open. You know what? When you see, I've been to a preacher, he said, I will do mouth opening miracle. And when you see it here, without bias, any of our brothers say, So, INEC is not surprising anybody. I quote of my friend in Uganda, he said they did it before, they did it again. So they did it even before you thought about they doing it. So what are we talking about? I don't even know. Let's move on and leave the shame, the dance of shame, all this. Look at the what it's going to bring. Instead of after spending this kind of money to organize elections, we're expecting that somebody who has won that election should go and give himself in 1 week to start hit the ground running. What they are telling us again, that that's why the manipulation will come, the corruption will continue. People will always amass wealth, go and rig the election, go to court, spend the other one on the judiciary, and at the end of it all, they destabilize everybody. If you speak too much, they will find a way of, that's why they are fighting the digital world. And they even say some of them will compete, will do election with, when they get into power, they start thinking about whether they will tweak social media. People are posting information in real time. No matter how you want to stop them. The real viral videos we have where they are burning where people are printing at bush corners and all is gone. So what they are trying to say is that the world is moving too fast forward. But even at that, when the world is moving and showing our incompetency, our insincerity, our stupidity and foolishness, our penchant for doing anything to be in power, when it's even very glad to the world, we still go ahead. You are the person who told me about INEC and their site, and now the information there is different. And you are saying in a country, 2024, we find this in Nigeria, some people who have finished their lifespan on earth are manipulating the future of Nigerians. And Nigerians all sit idly watching them. They will come and share money. and beat their chest. A lot of people were arrested. EFCC arrested people who were buying vote on site. I don't know what party they belong to. We said it is wrong. Whatever they've gone there, kidnapping, killing, whoever that is involved in doing this to get to power. Because it means is a akakaka bajilaka, the bigger power may have done this because they have so many powers that help them, the system helps them. So that's because we don't even trust that any of those parties involved in the politics, that if they have such opportunity, they won't do this, repeat it. So it's a circle of doom. For Nigeria, we wasted a lot of time talking about election. There's no election as far as I'm concerned in the Nigerian system. So whatever these useless things they do, call themselves parties, they've lost all sense of humanity. And we should come here talking about them. Let them go ahead and do what they're doing. They're going to meet their doom in this earth. We bet it. Nobody, they've gone there, beating their chest, doing all this. So they manipulated people. People are crying. This is not fair. And they close their eyes to all consideration of fairness. And they perpetuate it. So tomorrow, are you saying, now somebody is saying they will repeat what they happened in Ondo, and they know that whatever they did is not right. But they are already boasting to Nigeria they will repeat it. And some people, even at the higher level, the Senate president has said something they will repeat. It's quoted in Nigerian newspaper. Even when you want to repeat it, must you put it point blank to Nigeria? That means that you don't even have any consideration of how they feel. About how you do whatever you do to put your people in power. And these are people who benefited from the blood and sweat of people who sacrificed to get democracy in Nigeria. They are playing with it and messing it up. The day it will crash. They say, somebody was quoting the history. He said, one of the founding fathers during those days when some people want to do what we are doing, that Zik of Africa warned one of them. He said, be careful. When the boat turns, nobody knows who will survive in the ocean. You know, because you might find yourself, if you're lucky, you sink, and some people won't even get there before the shark. So some will get down before the divers will come and rescue you. So these are, but don't allow this accident to happen. Nigerians are accident waiting to happen. With these manipulations going on, everybody sits down waiting for opportunity to manipulate situation. And so we are in a country of manipulators. If nobody, even the people we trusted to begin to organize things, are manipulating themselves into everything. Once it favors them, they don't care. And they forget tomorrow will come.
Let's move over to this.
Let us know. If they have removed it and we're selling at 1,400, and Dangote has not even told us the price is on coming out because NNPCL is talking for Dangote. They've gotten to the point that I said, I do not trust anything coming from both. Initially, I was building hope on Dangote, but then somebody must, so all this nonsense he's talking now does not mean anything to me. Let him come and tell Nigerians how much per liter of Dangote refined oil is in the market. So he will not build the argument and said, without subsidy, this is what I did. Now, can Nigerians buy it? Let Nigerians say, hey, government subsidize Dangote's this so that we'll be able to buy. But this whole thing shrouded in satanic constructions, it's not good for Nigerians at all. So, because if we know his price, what is subsidy is support. If the price that Dangote's oil is coming out, so let's say 500 naira, and Nigerians say, how? This is wonderful. Without subsidy, this man can come out of this. In fact, let us support removal of subsidy. You see? But if it seems too high,